TIFU by not inviting a 10-year-old to a romantic candlelit dinner. So, tonight I, M37, wanted to do something nice for the girlfriend, F37. She took her boy, M10, out to a club. I got back from work and I made up everything just right. Pulled the curtains, made up the table, put candles in empty fancy wine bottles and got some more wine out of the fridge with glasses. Salt and pepper on the table. The meal for tonight was risotto. To the croonings of Nat King Cole. Excellence. She got back a little early and I managed to hide it from her. Her son was also rather curious. But I paid little mind to that. Once the meal was ready, I invited her in. She wandered in with her PJs and was shocked to see a lovely candlelit dinner. Her son was also shocked, and then got very upset to find out he was not having a meal in the lovely ambience with candles and music he had eaten earlier before going to club. So the boy proceeded to become very upset. Turns out he has had a bad day and this pushed him over the edge. A lot of tears and crying. Constantly pleading that he should have some sort of treat or should have been considered. My GF also didn't expect this response. I had no idea he was into fine dining this much. TL. Doctor made my GF a candlelit dinner. Her son wasn't included and got very upset about being left out. Edit. You bunch of donuts. He was taken to a swimming club. He wasn't out at a rave. He likes you, bud. He respects you a lot clearly. His tantrum, for lack of a better word, was due to being exhausted, having a bad day, and to see he was being left out just was the little tiny poke to set him off. My suggestion would be to include him in a different way. For example, if you'd have given him some heads up, he could have handled the situation. A simple, "Hey bud, I want to do something nice for your mom. When you guys get home tonight, I'm gonna have a candlelit dinner with her. I'll set the Xbox and TV up in your room and I'll put some snacks up there as well. That cool?" Quote. He will then be on board regardless of his tiredness, cause it's been signposted so he knows what to expect. It also makes him feel like he's part of the surprise rather than left out of it. For the Americans in the audience, what kind of club do you take a 10-year-old to? No reason not to have candlelight pizza with the poor guy some night soon. Poor kid probably has all those awkward hormones kicking in while growing at a rate that boggles the nerves. Some days I sit at my desk and looking at my work computer is enough to make me cry. I'm 24. I get how the little guy felt. Some days are just like that. Many comments mentioned how his emotions were heightened due to having a bad day. But I don't see many comments talk about what those specific emotions are. It's possible that when he entered the room, he saw that something special was happening, and made a false assumption that he was also the one on the receiving end of the surprise. When he found out that he wasn't, he might be felt not just disappointed, but embarrassed. I had to go deep into my memories to try to feel what I was like when I was 10. But I have a very specific memory of something similar happening when a very close family friend, whom I was staying with for a few weeks, last-minute arrangements, mentioned that she was going to see Cirque du Soleil. I got excited because I thought I was going as well. But she had brought it up because she was giving me a heads up that they'd be out of town for a day. And I'd be staying with the neighbors. Before anyone says she should have taken me, they'd bought the tickets way in advance. It was her anniversary, and the tickets were hundreds of dollars. But that's barely comprehensible to a child. So all I thought was, oh, that's embarrassing. I thought I was getting a surprise. But how foolish of me to think so, since it's not for me. I understand that the situations aren't comparable one-to-one. But I do think that this innate childish ability to make assumptions and then be embarrassed and disappointed is pretty universal. Sounds like a great way to connect to the sun though, honestly. Maybe not that specific day, but maybe you can do it again and involve her son in the prep. GIF at the club. Maybe at some point give him a special dinner with candles and music. This isn't a huge foo, but it is one for sure. Perhaps you were never a kid, but most kids do not like the feeling of being excluded. Regardless of what it is. Presumably you knew the kid would also be there. Even if he wasn't going to sit at the table with you. You could have had a personal pizza or bag of popcorn and his own private viewing of whatever show he's into. Or included him until he was bored and left, so like all of 2 minutes. I'm always hungry after I swim. I'd probably cry, too. Sounds like you and his mom handled it pretty well though. I mean, you could have grabbed another bowl for the kid, right? Risotto is pretty easy to share. Can confirm I'm a donut. I absolutely thought the kid was out clubbing, ha ha ha. You bunch of donuts, new insult unlocked. Perfect teachable moment. Buddy, I am so sorry. I was trying to surprise your mom and do something special for her. But it seems I should have done something special for you too. How about you and I plan something special? Now this could be something as simple as be fast out before school. Ice cream Sunday night at home. 5 kinds of ice cream. 7 different toppings, and you get the drill. You can also use him next time to create a special something for his mom. Include him more. He is just a tiny human still figuring out how to get through the tough times. Oh, try setting up a special bad day routine, consolation. As a family talk about the different types of bad days. From I fell in a puddle to I got a bad grade. Simple stuff from everyone. What is your rough day? How do you feel when you have a rough day? Talk about the emotions and how you can get through. Then figure out what is needed to get through. Like a bad test for the kid. Hot cocoa and a movie night makes it better. Along the expectation you will talk about why the grade sucked, but first you get through the bad feelings. Maybe a red alert, yellow alert, and shields up treatment. Whatever works. But make it a family thing that has a family solution. And is okay for all family members to say I had a yellow alert day and I need a bubble bath. Glass of wine and then a romantic comedy movie night. Everyone gets involved in the feelings and talking them through and coming out the other side. Stringer for getting through together. Quim? Start now and your kid will be using you as his sounding board. And he will have learned it is okay to have emotions. Even men cry when they need to. Just a thought for little man. I do think leaving the kid out is a bit intrusive for the kid. Like children that age don't have a lot going on in their life, and family is probably still a big part of his world. Excluding him from a dinner with her mom, something generally extremely familial, would understandably make a child sad. I might be reading too much into this. Edit. Now I know how many basement dwellers are on Reddit looking through some of the top comments. I love the sentiment here. But you have to look at this from the 10-year-old's perspective. He is most likely just feeling left out. And his tears and crying is most likely representative of that. Next time, maybe try talking to him ahead of time. Hey, going to do something nice for mom, etc. Or save a special intimate dinner night when you can get a sitter. Dude, bottom line, you should have included him. Or set him up on a game. Or with a movie and snacks. Or even let him help putting together the meal as a special surprise for his mom. And then give him a plate so he could try it while watching something. While you and his mom have a quiet meal. By not including him in what was obviously a special dinner, you made him feel less than. So now you know for next time. It's a package deal. If the kid is home, he eats too. And he's 10. Kids that age will eat a horse and then say they're hungry again an hour later. Yeah. I'm sorry, I am so confused as to why you would make a surprise dinner with just you two and not think about including or at least letting him know beforehand what was going to happen. Like you expected a child to walk into a shiny fancy scene and not be upset when you said he wasn't invited? It's not about him eating dinner already and not needing to eat again. It's that you let him walk into something special and said, "You can't sit with us." Imagine that you live with several family members you get along with. Or maybe roommates you are close with. You normally do social activities with them, and have never been unexpectedly excluded from something they know you'd enjoy. Then you get home and discover there's a party for everyone, but you're expected to go to your room. That's what it likely felt like for the kid. He doesn't understand the concept of candlelight romantic dinners. He just knows you threw a party for everyone but him. Don't throw a party right next to someone who would like to be invited. Wait until he's out of the house next time. You need to understand that he clearly respects you. This is a learning opportunity for both of you. On your part, it should be a bit of a realization that this is life with this new girl. You're dating both the girl and her kid. On his part, he needs to learn that his male role models and people he looks up to are fallible. Everyone makes mistakes and he shouldn't take it personally. Explain that his emotions are better received when he can tell someone how he feels, rather than trying to show someone or make them feel the same way. I grew up without an adult male role model. Learning how to stay respectful when I felt disrespected was very difficult for me to understand. Please take this as an opportunity for growth for the two of you.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.